Hi, welcome to Sportsy. Let's talk sports. We have spoken to so many athletes in cricket, football, badminton, swimming. Today we have somebody who knows how to spar. Today we have somebody who knows how to punch hard. And she is none other than the youth world champion, winning a silver medal at the Thailand Open. She's also won the bronze at the India International. We have with us a young girl, a dashing, fearless girl who knows how to punch hard, Nikhat Sareen. Hi, Nikhat. Welcome to Sportsy. Let's talk sports.
Thank you.
It's really great to have you on a platform on where we've been talking to different athletes and administrators. But every time we've been talking to people, there's a different kind of side that we get to hear about those athletes and their journey. We have Nikhat Sareen with us. She's an Indian amateur woman boxer. She has won bronze medal at the second India Open International Boxing Tournament held in Guwahati. She also won a silver medal at 2019 Thailand Open International Boxing Tournament in Bangkok. And she's been training and representing India at multiple levels, winning multiple accolades. And she is a young talent who is fearless in the ring. And that is what we want to see here today, Nikhat. And welcome, Nikhat, on Sportsy.
Thank you for having me, Yasid.
So, Nikhat, yes, we get to hear about girls in football and swimming and badminton and cricket as well, but not many in the sport that you have, boxing. How did boxing happen to you?
Actually, it was some sudden. I was into athletics, 100 meter, 200 meter was my event, and I used to go for jogging with my dad in Nizamabad district, and there I have seen girls in every sport except boxing. Then I asked my father like why there are no girls in boxing. Boxing सिर्फ मर्दों का game है क्या? Then he said no बेटा, boxing लड़कियां भी कर सकती है but girls don't have guts to box.
Oh,
So that thing has challenged me to take up boxing because since childhood I was like a tomboy, very stubborn girl who used to be in boys company. I mean boys group, and I always like to have challenges in my life. I always like to have face challenges in my life. So that at that moment, then I told my dad that I want to take up boxing, and then he agreed. And in 2009, I started boxing.
oh, I think that's a phenomenal way to get into a sport, and that shows your fearless mindset. But again, how much your fearless mindset that you may have while growing up, were you ever scared of a punch?
I mean, yes, because I was not used to it. Starting when I started boxing, there were no girls, so I had to train with boys, and I had to fight with boys. I mean, fight means sparring. And at starting, I used to get a lot of punches. My nose used to bleed, and my eye became black. Uh, so one day, I remember that was my first sparring with my partner. He was a boy, and he hit me so hard, and my nose started bleeding, and my eye became black. But still, most of the girls at that moment, they if they're crying, but what I was feeling from inside, like उसने कैसे मारा मुझे, अब मैं next time उससे बदला लेकर ही रहूंगी. I was such kind of girl who very stubborn, ziddi. No, how boxers attitude are. And then I went home like that, and my mom saw me like that, and she started crying, and she said, "Beta, मैंने boxing में तुझे इसीलिए नहीं डाला that your face will be spoiled. And who will marry you?" And I said, "Mom, अरे आप इतना tension मत लो. मेरा नाम होगा तो दूल्हों की लाइन लग जाएगी. And that was a funny moment. I still remember that moment. I still laugh at that. But yeah, whenever I used to do with boys, my eye used to blink. I was so scared because I was never used to that kind of environment and those punches. But eventually I got used to it.
And I'm sure the boys got scared of it as well.
Then after some time, then I started attacking them and they were scared. So yeah, it's very interesting for me to remember those days again.
Excellent. And I'm sure your punches were not hard because they were you started with a determination of the girls are not scared of punches. That is how you started with, and so I'm sure those were amazing punches. And so Nikhat, just a continuation, the way you told your mom that don't worry about my face, don't worry about my look, let me punch, let me box. So
Yeah.
since boxing is the highest form of one of the highest form of other than MMA, highest form of physical contact sport that you can come across. How do you encourage more and more girls to come in this? Because I'm sure there is a lot of opportunity for more and more girls to come into boxing and take it up. So how do you encourage? What will your message to them to encourage them?
See, in boxing we have two parts. One is amateur boxing and one is professional boxing. And most of the people don't know much about amateur boxing. They always talk about professional boxing. They don't. Most of the people don't know the rules of boxing. They only want boxer hit his opponent and he should fell down, and they enjoy only the knockout punches.
Okay.
But in amateur boxing, we have protective gears also, head guard, headgear, gum shield, and we have to wear hand wraps so that our knuckles doesn't get injured. So we have a lot of protective gears in amateur, and in professional boxing, we don't have to wear headgears. So that's very dangerous. And so I want to tell everyone that amateur boxing is much easier than professional boxing. So they can join amateur boxing. They can learn boxing.
Yeah, but what they get to see about you, and I'm sure the confidence will be higher for them to pick up amateur boxing. But have you experienced the professional boxing, and how was your experience? If I'm sure it's not at the competition level, but wherever you have
Yeah.
experienced it, how was that experience? Is it completely different or it is still the same?
It's very much different than amateur boxing, wearing headguard and doing training, because as a boxer, we always want to feel those power punches and speeding punches. So what we do is, we in sparring session or in training session, usually in matches we wear but in training we don't wear headguard to feel those punches and to feel those power in those punches. So that's why my coach used to tell me that sometimes try to don't wear headguard and get used to such kind of environment and such kind of training, so that in bout it will be much easier to you not to get those punches clearly on face. So yeah, I'm used to such kind of training, not wearing headguard and doing matches.
Yeah, and I'm sure training with the boys with those hard punches, and then also training without the headgear in the training. I'm sure
Yeah, it's
it
much
prepared you
easier.
a lot in the whole process.
Yes.
Yeah. So Nikat, okay, but your game is amateur boxing where you have to play with the headgear. So suppose your game is coming up in a month's time, and when you start your intensive training happening, so do you train without the headgear that time as well, or you will get into the full gear and get ready for the game? And how much beforehand you start getting ready for the game with the full attire?
Like for amateur boxing, if any competition is coming up, in off season I don't wear headguard. But when the competition is near, I wear headguard to avoid injury because I can't take risk to have an injury before competition. So that's why I wear headguard. I use all the protective gears, and so that it's easier for me to train and prepare for my competition.
Nice. And I can imagine while obviously you're going through a lot of physical exercises here. It's my assumption as an outsider, but because a lot of people talk about it, but I want to know about you. How much of your bout or how much of your sparring is mental and how much is physical?
See, boxing is very, it's like a chess game. You know, you have to think 4 moves before your opponent. So, for me, 90% is mental game and 10% is physical, because even the match can turn in friction of second. You know, you can turn the game in friction of second. So that's why don't give up till the last bell rings. And the body reacts to what your mind says. No, so that's why even our Gautam Buddha also has said that mind is everything. What you think, you become.
Right.
So before match, I always visualize that in the ring I'm throwing this punch and my opponent is throwing this punch, and I'm doing defense, and I'm again countering on her. So trust me, that really works in the ring. You know, it when you think, when you visualize, that will, you know, that will enter in your subconscious mind. And sometimes in the ring also, you know, most of the boxers don't know what punches they are going, what punches they are throwing. Sometimes what happens, suddenly one punch goes and that land on your opponent, and the bout will be finished. You know, even the boxer doesn't know ki suddenly ye kaise punch aa gaya. Even I don't know. You know, sometimes sudden aise aa jata. Even the coach gets, you know, surprised, and everyone gets surprised that इसने ये पंच कैसे मारा, इसने ये मूव कैसे किया. And we asked to the boxer also, how did you throw that punch, man? It was so good. And he said, even I don't know, suddenly aa gaya flow mein. No, it just because you have, you know, you always visualize, and that entered in your subconscious mind, and that will come, uh, I mean, flow mein aa jata hai. That will come in flow. You don't have to think much. So I guess it's very important mental game. Even in this lockdown also, most of the athletes are, you know, facing mental
Right.
health problem. Mentally they are disturbed because of they are not getting proper facilities, they are not getting proper coaching. So it's all about mind. When mind doesn't work, then your body will not work in the ring. So it's very important to control your mind, control your thoughts before bout. Yeah, so it can, you know, you will be more focused in your match.
Right. So I think you said very well. It's all about the mind, and you gave the Gautam Buddha example. And I know one of your favorite athlete is MS Dhoni, and he always says the
Yeah.
game is won or lost before even it starts. It's all in the mind. So
Yes.
so but yes, there is another person with a big guy, another biggest name in the boxing arena is Mike Tyson, and he says everybody has a plan till they get punched in the face.
Yeah.
How much ever you visualize and all those things happen to you, what has been your moment of truth, and what was your moment when you had a plan, you had everything, but that one thing changed a lot for you? So did you have that moment?
Yes, I mean, my moment of truth is that never give up till last bell rings, because the game can change at any time, you know. For example, Manny Pacquiao was facing John Marquez in professional bout, and he was winning all the rounds. Manny Pacquiao was winning all the rounds, and at in the last round, last 10 seconds, John Marquez throws one right punch, and that directly lands on Manny Pacquiao face, and that's it. The bouts end there, and that was a knockout punch, and he won that bout. and many pack you're lost. So it's, that's why they say don't give up till the last bell rings. Just go all out, and uh, it's, everyone have plan in their plan in their mind, but not everyone will be successful. Not, there should be a lot of focus. Not everyone apply what they think in the ring. So you have to be focused on your game. You have to focus on your opponent, like what he gonna throw, and react at that moment only. And that's why I, in every bout, at the last moment also, at last second also, I don't give up. I go all out, and I never miss an opportunity uh, to throw punches on my opponent. And that's it. That's my moment of truth, that never give up in your bout till the last bell rings.
Excellent. And so, Nikhat, how do you train mentally? Physically, yes, there are multiple type of exercises, and there are fitness coach, and for that, even mental has got mental coach. But what is your secret mantra of working on your mental side?
I most of the time, before sleeping, I always visualize. I think what uh, what in the ring, in boxing ring, what mistake I have done and what good things I have done in the ring, so that and even I watch my boxing videos also. I watch my opponent's video also, and I learn from my in which match I have lost, and I learned from that also. In which bout I won, I learned from that also. See, for me, it's not win and lose. It's for me learn and win.
And that is the so do you are you into meditation, or do you do any kind of
Yeah,
other?
I do. Yes, I do meditation. I do read subconscious mind books, you know, and I do a lot of visualize, and I write books. I write my mistakes in my books, and I write my plus points. What good points I do in the ring, so that my weaknesses and my you know, uh, so that I can improve on those things.
So you have your own secret diary which talks about what Nikhat is.
I don't maintain diary, to be honest, but a lot of books I write anywhere where I find the paper, plain paper, where nothing is written. I write anything on that book, so that in my mind, always those thoughts that should not come. That's why I write in the book.
Oh, excellent, excellent. So, Nikhat, what has been your best moment yet?
My best moment yet was when I won when I won trials for World Championship in 2011, and I was selected for the World Championship, and I was going to represent uh, India. That was my first ever World Championship, and there I won gold medal. And in final, I was facing Turkey, the host country, and everyone thought that I would lose because it was when I was facing Turkey and host country. So everyone thought that in sports the decision sometimes changes because of the host team. So they thought I would lose, but I as I told you that I have that attitude, I have that determination in me, to give your best in every fight, and don't give up till the last bell rings. And I was fighting like same. And when my hand was raised, that winner in the blue corner from India, I was the happiest kid on the planet at that moment. And I was standing on the podium, on the top of the podium, and receiving gold medal, and our national anthem was playing on, and everyone was standing for national anthem. I think that was my best moment till yet. But trust me, my best moment is about to come in future. This is not
Yes.
my yet.
Well,
Yeah.
that's right. That's why I said, what is your best moment yet? And I did not say what, because there's a long
Yes, yes.
career ahead of you, and we are all are waiting for a lot of things. So I know some athletes are superstitious and all those things, but if you can say what is your ultimate goal? What is your dream?
My ultimate goal is to win an Olympic medal for our country, and I hope and uh, I'm really working hard for that, and I'm sure that one day I'll make it possible.
And we all wish for that, and there is support of the whole nation. 1.3 billion people routing for you to make it happen, and I'm sure that will happen. Niket, so
Thank you.
you are still very young, and there's a lot a career ahead of you. But do you ever think of Plan B? And if there is, what it could be for you? It could be now, or it could be post retirement. Whenever it comes, what is that you think that this is Niket's Plan B?
My plan B is to get a job in police and to serve my country. That's my plan B. And another one is to meet Salman Khan. I'm a big, big, big fan of him.
I'll share with somebody that reaches him, and we never know what happens. So but
Yeah.
yeah, but I think about getting a job with police and serving. I think it shows the real attitude that you have. It's a killer attitude. It's a never give up attitude, and till the end, it's a patriotic attitude to serve your country. I think it's phenomenal attitude that you can have, and that, be a boxer or not be a boxer, I think that is something that can be admired by so many people. And I'm really Nick. I had seen Nikat playing in boxing ring. I have seen her videos, but today while talking to her, I actually became your fan, Nikat. I'm going to be your fan till the time you are in the ring, and beyond that when you are serving the Indian police for sure. So, so
Thank you so much.
yes. So, Niket, now coming from the boxing to something else. So, when you are not throwing punches or when you're not training, what is that keeps you busy, or what is that you're doing? And
I mostly in this lockdown or whenever I'm free, I talk to my friends. I listen music. I watch movies and I watch web series, and I play with my niece and I read books. So these are the things I do when I'm free.
what kind of music and what kind of movies that you like? Is it the
I
like,
music. I like all. I mean, mostly I listen Punjabi music. You know, I like those. Music because they have a lot of bass, and the music are very so much energetic. Automatics your body, wants to dance.
yes?
So I like Punjabi music. I like Bollywood songs, and yeah. So I listen those music only.
And what kind of movies? Is it the romantic one? Is it a thriller one, or it's a sci-fi one, or it's an action movie?
I watch all types of movies, especially I like biography movies. I like Sultan. I like Dangal movie. I like my most favorite movie is Chak De India and Karate Kid. Those, whenever if I watch now also Chak De India, I start crying. That moment when they win the World Cup,
Yes.
so world championship, so that moment that makes me emotional. And I remember those my memory winning that world champion junior world championship gold medal. So so all get together, that thoughts comes into mind, and that makes me more emotional from inside.
And I think that, yeah, that movie has a big impact. It's a cult for Indian cinema. I think it's one of the best sports movies that ever made. For me.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's amazing. It gives us the goosebump as a viewers every time we watch it. Uh, so, Nikat, you've been training since a while, since your school days, and keep training. But what is the role of education in your life? How do you treat what is the importance that you give to education?
For me, education is very important, not for me only. Education is important for everyone. No, if you talk about sport, uh, what most of the people think that if someone is not good at education, they switch to sport, no? And they think that it's much easier to get a job in sport than studying and getting a job. But trust me, uh, in sports also, to get a job you need to have a degree. So that's why education is important for everyone. And that's why I read a lot of books, so that if I'm not going to college, uh, so I can speak fluent English also.
Yeah.
And I like to talk to I like to make new friends. I like to talk different person to so that it improves my way of talking.
Correct, and it also it gives a different perspective about different cultures, different type of people, and
Yes,
everything. And you have
yes, yes,
being an
yes.
international athlete, you have opportunity to travel to so many different places and meet different people, learn their culture,
Yeah,
things. So I think it's and absolutely when I ask education, doesn't mean it needs to be the schooling. It's about you need to have inclination towards learning. I think you need to be a learner for life,
yes,
and that is what. And
yes.
a lot of people have said that yes, education has played a big role. And I was talking to Tuhin also, and Tuhin also mentioned that people who say that okay, people say I don't have time to do it. If PV Sindhu can do her MBA, I think anybody can do their education.
Yeah,
So
yes,
and it's and also sets a right benchmark. Some people have also said that okay, because of sports, they have the education became easier for them because the focus that had sport. It actually was
yeah.
better for them in education, and vice versa. Excellent. So Niket, my couple of last questions what is your message to all the girls who are who are playing sports or thinking of playing sport? It could be any sport, not boxing specifically. But what is your message to every girl athlete who wants to be at the to represent who wants to represent India?
My message for every, not only girl, I mean every youth out there, I just want to tell them that never give up on your dreams. Be passionate, be fearless, hardworking, and just keep working hard till you reach your goal, till you get success in your life. Until that time, don't quit. Just work hard and be passionate and never give up on your dreams. That's it.
Excellent. I think that was again it was again a straight shot, very very well punched that came from you. It was a hard punch about the whole goal. Uh, and what do you have to say to people who are not into sports, but should you feel that okay, they should be doing some part of sports for the better lifestyle? So, do you have anything for them?
Yes, I mean sport is very important because no, it's good for your health also. Doesn't mean you have to be a professional sports my athlete. You can just for passion you can do any sport. If you if you like to do boxing, if you like to learn badminton or football or basketball or cricket, anything. But I just want to say everyone that nowadays in this lockdown most of the people are going out with their bicycle, cycle, doing a lot of jogging. So why now in lockdown only, why everyone is getting passionate about fitness? Why they were not doing before? Because now they know that how fitness is very important in our life.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I want to tell everyone that let it be any sport. Just there should be any kind of fitness in your body, so that your body should be fit, not only mentally, physically also. Both both are very important for a human being, being fit mentally and physically.
Excellent, Nikha. That was really, really well said, and I'm sure a lot of people who are listening to this will be really inspired to take up something. And also, looking at you as a boxer, I think it gives a good message to all the girls who are there to learn self defense. I think that is
Yeah.
that is going to be a big learning from this as well. And thank you for all your time, and wonderful talking to you. Wish you all the best. Stay safe, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.
You too. Bye bye.